Welcome to CyberCEO, wherein we talk about how our cyberbackers helped our cyber CEOs take their businesses to the next level. CyberCEO is powered by Cyberbacker, the world's leading provider of admin support services from anywhere in the world to anyone in the world. Please visit our website www.cyberbacker.com for more details. All right, another awesome day here at Cyberbacker. My name is 𝗙𝗲𝗹𝗶. We're back with another episode of CyberCEO. And of course, we have a very special guest on the show right now. Don, how are you doing today?
I'm doing great.
All right, that's very good to hear. And of course, thank you very much for giving us your time. I know you're very, very busy. So to start things off, we have a lot of business owners who are listening to us right now. Help us out here, Don. Can you introduce yourself to our audience? Maybe let's start off with, what is your role in the business?
My name is 𝗙𝗲𝗃𝗃. I'm in Nebraska, and I manage a real estate firm, and I do land and commercial, and I am also a certified MAPS business coach.
Wow. I can only imagine what your day looks like every day. Pretty busy?
It's pretty active. Yeah. But I make sure I leave time for my coaching clients. Absolutely. And the real estate fills in the gaps.
Of course. Now, I know for a fact that you have a cyberbacker supporting you in the business, correct?
Yes, we do.
How long have you been working with your own cyberbacker?
We just started with 𝗙𝗃𝗃 a couple of months ago, and he's helping us with our social media activity and doing some creative projects that I don't want to take the time to do.
Now, by the way, I want to know more about your cyberbacker in your eyes. So, what can you tell me about him? Let's say personality-wise.
Well, he's shy. We didn't hire him to be an ISA. We hired him to be the background person for us. And he's a super guy. I mean, just really nice. And he's in the office with us every day via Zoom. And so we just click on the link, "Hey, Nico," and he pops right up and we take care of whatever. But he helps my wife and our assistant with the real estate side, and he helps me with my business coaching side. So we keep him. We can make him more busy, but it's our own fault that there are more things that we could do. And it's us to utilize him more because he can handle a lot more than what he does. We know that. It's just we're the limiting factor there of giving him enough to do.
Of course, because your cyberbacker is like your accountability partner to make sure that nothing really falls through the cracks, right?
Yes. And we're moving more towards that, where he's more involved with following up with contacts, not by phone, but by email or addressing certain things.
Of course. Now, I want to know, Don, by the way, did you have experience working with other remote team members before Nico worked with you?
We worked with a cyberbacker probably 2 years ago. Making calls for us. The challenge that we had was we didn't have enough names to keep her busy. She was very, very talented, but we just didn't have enough calls for her to make. So we didn't go down that road. We weren't ready for that yet. We thought we were, but she made a lot of calls for us and did a nice job, but we just didn't have the database big enough to support it at that time.
So someone else who was virtual you already have experience in working with someone virtually. Now, I want to know, because of course all partnerships start somewhere to become successful, right? Now, what makes this a successful partnership with you and Nico?
Well, he challenges us because he gets it right away. For example, I'm not a real detail person, and he is. And so I'll be working on, "Nico, can you do this for me?" And we're talking, and I'm explaining it to him, and he says, "I got it done." While we're talking.
Wow.
"I got it. That's okay. We got it handled." And then there's some bigger projects that take a little longer. And normally within a day or two, he's got them done and done very well.
Wow, that's awesome news, of course. Now, you already talked about a few of the things that Nico is currently doing for you in the business. So I'd like to know more. What are the other things that he does for you in the business that really save you time so you can grow the business?
He's helping Ashley, our assistant, manage our database, make sure that everything is correct in there. And we are now working on a process that we give Nico and Ashley, the people that we've talked to, so they can record that so we know when we've reached out to them. And we haven't perfected that system yet. We could do it in command myself, typing it in, but it takes too long. And probably the biggest challenge is sitting down and doing it and formulating the plan, and also reading my handwriting would be a big thing. Even I can't read my handwriting after I've taken notes. So I can't really expect him to do it.
So he really helps out with anything and everything that he can, just for you to, of course, save more time and you can focus on the business. Am I right?
Yes. If I need a spreadsheet or something like that, or an ad campaign, I'll give him the tools. Here, go here, just build me something. And he does. He's working on a project for us now that will be a direct email feed once a week to our database. And it will also go onto all our social media platforms. So we can double up a little bit on that same message. And so we've built a 10 to 11 week program now he's working on for us. That's a drip feed campaign. And he's handling it all. He'll show me when it's done. And I just say, okay, and we implement it.
It's very exciting, of course. Now, I'd like to know more about the future plans that you have for 𝗙cie, of course, because his growth is not going to stop. What are some of the new things that you're planning to have him do for the future in the business?
Well, as my business coaching clientele grows, probably we'll have him sit in on a lot of the things to take the notes, to help me up with some follow-up things. And that would be my intent. On the real estate side, he's going to be helping Jane more with the follow-up on the database. Probably not an ISA calls or anything, because that's not what we brought him on. That isn't his top skill. I don't think he communicates fine. Maybe he'll grow into that at some point in time, but we really need him doing the technical things behind the scenes that are computer related. So number one, I don't have to learn. I don't want to learn. He knows. The ideal scenario is, here's what I want. Figure it out. Make it for me. And then we'll take a look at it with very little instruction. Just be creative. Think of something. And that's what I like. I don't want to have to detail things and lay it all out. Just come up with an idea. Here's what I want to do. Come up with an idea. And he's very creative.
So basically, you have an idea, he's the artist, he creates a drawing, something like that.
Yes.
Okay.
Prime example, I had a sheet of notes that was my drawing on. I had a graph that I drew, and I needed certain things on there, the comments beside it. So he turned out and made it. As a matter of fact, I can show it to you.
Sure.
This is off of my note sheet.
Oh.
And these are the things that I want on there for a flyer or a reminder for me. And this is what he came up with. All I had was you can see on this part right here, that circle, the pie.
Yes.
I had that drawn black and white on a notebook sheet. And he took everything and he put that whole page, what I wanted on there. And he made it. I didn't know he was going to do that. That was pretty good, I thought.
That's awesome. Imagine just even the smallest things that he can do to help out, he will do, of course, because again, he's your growth partner. He's your partner in business. Now, Don, my next question is a bit tough. Of course, no relationship, no partnership is perfect. Now, did you have any challenges working with 𝗙cie, or let's call them opportunities for growth?
At first, we needed to be able to understand ourselves, where we were going. It wasn't a language barrier at all. It was just simply understanding what he meant and what I meant, just the communication. And once we got to know each other a little bit, that's not an issue. He doesn't say many words, just, okay, I got it. And I'll ask him, do you have it? Yeah, I have it. And then tomorrow it's done. And that's cool, I think this project took him, I think I told him at the end of the day, and the next day I had it.
Oh,
and it was much more than what I had anticipated it would be. But his computer skills are very good. So I don't have to learn how to do it. He'll do it for me. That's why we went with this system, because they're very well trained.
Yes, definitely, and for sure. Now, one last question for you, Don. As I mentioned earlier, there are a lot of business owners listening to us right now. What piece of advice would you be able to share to them when they're hiring their very own cyberbacker?
Find the person that fits you. I know with 𝗙cie, I think it was his first interview with Cyberbacker, that he had never been interviewed before, so he was really quite nervous. But there were other people that were very fluent and had a great story, and I'm sure very good people, but he filled the need of things that we wanted to be done behind the scene. And he appeared to be very proficient at it and was very thankful to have the opportunity to interview. It was a big deal for him. And we're glad he was part of it, because he fits what we need extremely well.
And the fit is very important because you're going to be working with this person almost every day of the week, right?
Yeah, we do. Yeah. I may not talk to him every day, but our staff does. It's just like he's in the office. When we just say, hey, Nico, there he is.
Just feels like he's right there. Now, by the way, I forgot to tell you that Nico is listening to us right now. Would you want to give him a quick shout out or any message you'd like to share to him on the show?
Hey, buddy, how you doing?
All right. So, Don, thank you very much for this. We are very excited to see where this partnership between you and your cyberbacker would be, of course, in the next few months and the years to come. Thank you very much for being on the show.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you for listening to our daily dose of Cyber CEO. Stay tuned to know more about how Cyberbacker creates a difference in this digital time and age. You can visit our website www.cyberbacker.com and follow our social media pages on Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, YouTube, and Spotify.